this video demonstration, I'm going to show you how to use the new stencil grids with the Hexagon to work with the press to impress, and these are designed to work with all leading stamp presses as well, and these will allow you again to get beautiful sentiments all the way around a hexagon shape, or a little border evenly around it, sentiments on. The possibilities are endless, but also these have been designed to fit exactly with the stencil shapes from Presscut as well. So you can see here the stencil's actually allocated, which allows you to stencil within a shape rather than just a whole piece of paper. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pop my stencil in, and I've already cut using the Presscut nesting hexagons, a hexagon to size, and these again have all been done on the Hexagon. They've been done on the inch measurements so that you can see all the way through all the inches. So I can slide that one in, exactly match it, which allows me to now place and position my stamps. So what I'm going to go with is, I think we'll go with congratulations. So I'm going to go with congratulations. If I pop it in the middle here, then it will be in the middle of my piece. I could go to one side and take one of the dotted lines and let that continue off, or I could take one of the swirls and again allow that to continue, or I could create a little pattern. So we'll create a little pattern where we've got congratulations and we've got the swirl coming in. So really simple design. I'm just going to close my lid and that will pick those up, and I can simply then take my shape onto the front, match it to the size, pop it down, and then I can simply ink, we'll use a pink this time, ink my stamp, stamp it. I've got my congratulations, rotate and pop it back into the shape, ink again, stamp again, and I just rotate it round, making sure it matches up to the shape. And these are made in a thick acetates, they're not thin, they're not designed to be replaced. It's sort of, you can use them all the time and they will clean and wash perfectly. So if you're anything like me, you will get ink on them. But I'm literally just rotating and moving each time, putting it back up to the shape, and we come around and do our final one. And then we've got our congratulations and our little border going all the way around, and we can still, if we want to, we can add to that design. So I can place this under so it's protected. You don't want to be marking this by putting stamps on, because I don't clean my stamps very often unless I'm changing colour. So perhaps this time I want to have the opposite swirl, which is provided in these 2J stamps, and I call them Presscut stamps then. So let's have the little heart exactly placed on this line, which is why you have the lines to help you. There we go. So the heart now can be held between those two swirls. So let's just pick that up, and again take our piece, pop it into place, and we can now change colour. So I might change to a sort of deeper purpley pink this time, and just stamp. We then rotate back into the shape, ink, stamp, rotate, ink, stamp, rotate. And of course this would work just as well on frames. It doesn't have to be a solid hexagon, so it could be a hexagon frame. So we'll just do the last two, move my magnets slightly. There we go. And you could build up some most beautiful patterns using the smallest stamps imaginable. These work beautifully with the 2J's finger stamps. So you can see there, we've got again, something just completely different that would be very expensive if it was a single stamp, which obviously we don't want. So I'm going to put and just show you how to use the stencil shape with this. So I've just popped it down and I've taped my piece of card down. I then match my stencil shape to this, magnet it. Again, I would use 4 magnets normally, just to make sure it's nice and protected. So we've used the purple, so let's use a little bit of the bright pink. So I'm going to use a little bit of the brighter pink. Take that, and I'm just very carefully going to lightly stencil all the way around that shape, working it into the center. And take a little bit of the darker purple, and I'm just going to work that almost at the 4 points and around the edge, just to darken it up. There we go. When we take that off, we have our beautiful frame with our hexagon in the middle that we could simply we could stamp a scene in there. We could put another hexagon cut smaller into there. I know it's not the right color, but could mount something up, or we could put beautiful flowers in, or a die cut piece. There's so many possibilities with these templates, so many things that you can do that we couldn't do before that will just add to your cards and your projects.